So today I will be doing something very different and certainly nothing that I've ever really done before, and I will be trying to recreate a Sophia Loren inspired makeup look. And the look in particular that I'm sort of looking at trying to recreate is this one here. Yeah, I just want to say, just before I get started, that I am in no way, shape or form a makeup artist. I've never done anything like this before, so it's really going to be me having a go from scratch. So I've no clue how this is going to turn up at the end, but nonetheless, I thought it would be really fun and something different to try to do, and at the end we can all laugh at me if it's really bad. So yes, anyway, without any much further ado, I'm going to go straight into doing my makeup, but I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me. Okay, so I've brought you up closer just so that you can get a better look of my skin and how I look right now. So I have already popped a little bit of concealer just under my eyes, and I'm now going to get started with this NYX. This is their Wonder Pencil in Light, and what I will be doing is I will be applying this liner to my waterline and just extending it out here. So I'm going to try and do this quite quickly so I won't be talking. Okay, so I applied that on my waterline off camera just because I really had to focus, but as you can see, I've applied it just on my waterline, and now what I'm going to do is try to bring it out over here, and again I'm going to do this off camera just because I want to make sure that I get it as precise as possible, but I will show you how I have done it as soon as I have finished doing it. Okay, so as you can see, I have just extended that white liner out here, and now I will be using this Maybelline Hyper Precise liquid liner. This is actually one that has almost run out, and the reason I'm going to use this is because I don't want it to be really harsh. So what I'm going to do is I will be lining the whole of my under eye here. I'm just going to show you before I actually do it. So the whole of my under eye all along here, and I will be flicking the liner up here. So I'm just going to look down in my mirror whilst I do that, and hopefully you'll be able to see what I mean. So I'm just going to draw a little dot where I want the liner to finish, and I'm going to do the same on the other side to check that it's matching. Okay, and now I'm simply going to bring this liner down to join the lower part of my eye, so just under my eyelashes. You see, and the reason I'm using this, which is sort of running out, is so that if I make any mistakes, it'll be a lot easier to wipe it off. And then afterwards, I can go over it with a fresh eyeliner, just to make sure that I've gone over it and it's looking super dark. So I'm just going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to keep applying this eyeliner under my eyes, and I'm going to keep it thin to begin with. I know Sophia Loren normally has it really quite dark even under her eyes, but the whole idea is to just do it gradually, especially because this is the first time that I tried to do this. So I'm going to start off small and then just keep adding it if it looks okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like at the moment. I appreciate it still looks a little bit messy, but I'm going to trust the process. So now what I'm going to do is, using the same liner, I will be joining this corner onto my upper eyelid. So as you can see, you can still slightly see where the white eyeliner was. So I'm just going to go over it like that. Again, I think I'm going to do this off camera, but you guys get the idea. Okay, so this is what it is looking like at the moment. So as you can see, I have just quite messily joined the eyeliner sort of from the corner up to my upper eyelid. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury liquid liner. This again is a felt tip liner pen, and I'm just going to go over everything. So I used that pen which was running out just to give me sort of the base, and now I'm going to go in obviously with one that's brand new just to go over everything that I have done. And whilst I do that, I will also then be bringing the liner up to the corners of my eyes as well. I'm still going to be keeping it quite fine, just so that if it looks really badly, I can sort of correct it. Okay, so this is what the eyeliner is looking like at the moment. So obviously, as you can tell, it's not perfect, but I'm going to continue on with the process because I can always go back and sort of try to make subtle adjustments later. So I will be using the Morphe 35R palette, and I'm going to be applying these two shades here, just on my eyelid here. And obviously I'll just get the photo back up. So as you can see, her eyelids are really quite dark in this photo. So that's the kind of look that I will be trying to recreate. So I'm going to apply those just using a Morphe brush. And I'll just be mixing those two shades together just slightly, and I'll keep adding on more as I go along. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to apply it just really messy for the time being, and then I will be able to just tidy it up after. Okay, so I have applied that quite messily. So what I'm going to do is, using a small accent brush, this is just a Real Techniques brush that I've got, is I'm just going to go in and sort of fill out any areas where it's looking more messy, particularly in the corners of my eye where that brush was too big to sort of reach the corner. So I'm just going to try and tidy it up using this brush. Okay, so this is what the eyeshadow is looking like at the moment. So what I am also going to do is, so again, still using the same palette, I will be just going in with this sort of, it's looking quite orange on camera, but it is quite brown. So using this shade, I'm just going to apply the tiniest bit just above my eyelid here, just so it blends in the dark brown eyeshadow with the rest of my skin. But I'm literally going to use the smallest amount, and I will still be using my accent brush to do that. So I think my camera's not focusing. I'm going to have to do it in my mirror. This is what the eyeshadow is looking like. I don't want to add anything else to it. What I'm just going to do also is I'm just going to apply a tiny bit of this May translucent powder just to the tops of my lids. So she didn't really look like she had used highlighter or anything like that above her eyeshadow, but just to make this area appear a little bit lighter than it naturally is, I'm just going to apply the tiniest bit using my fingers, and I'm literally going to try and get a small amount, and I'm just going to dab that in like so. And I'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to apply a tiny bit of mascara, and I will be applying the this is the Bare Minerals Lashtopia mascara. I'll just be applying it on the top of my eyelids for now, as I will be wearing eyelashes for this look. So I'm just going to apply a small amount, and then we'll move on to the face. Okay, so I have applied my mascara. I must say I don't mind it looking the way that it looks now. So I'm still deciding as to whether I will apply fake lashes. I probably will. I ended up applying a little bit more than what I was anticipating to wear. Nonetheless, I'm now going to move on to my base. So I will be using this NARS. This is the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I will be using the shade Light 4, which is called Deauville. So I'm just going to apply just little dots all around my face. Okay, so that is the foundation done, and I'm now going to use this HD Brows. This is a contour stick, just to contour my face. So like I've been doing throughout this video, I will be using a small amount and then building it up. Also, I forgot to mention that this is in the shade 001 Warm. So I'm going to just start off with my forehead, and then I'll get on to doing the rest of my face. Okay, so that is my forehead done, and I'm now going to apply, I'm just going to feel for where my cheekbone is, and I'm just going to apply just a tad bit here. And my face isn't very symmetrical, so I'm just going to use a mirror just to check that it's kind of matching on both sides. Okay, so that is the contour done, and I don't want to overdo it, so I will be just leaving it like this. Now onto the brows. Now this is really the part that I'm not going to be able to get identical to Sophia Loren's. So as you can see in the original photo, her brows are quite sort of spiking upwards. I don't know if you can just see that there. And my brows are not going to look like that. But I'm not going to fill them in or anything. I'm just going to leave them quite natural, and I'm going to be using some of the Model Co Clear Brow Gel, and just try to get them to spike up ever so slightly. As I said, this is going to be the part that is not going to look the same. Okay, so now that the eyebrows are done, I have decided against wearing fake lashes. I think I'm going to leave it as it is, but I will be applying a little bit of this mascara. This is the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara on the bottom of my eyelashes, and then we will almost be done. Now on to the final step, we'll be doing my lips. So I am using this Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in the shade D Minor. And I'm just going to get Sophia's photo back up just so that you can see. So as you can see, she really has lined the top, her top lip, and then she's got almost like a very thin layer of what looks like just a nude shaded lip gloss. And today I actually think I will be using, this is actually a Primark lip gloss, which I absolutely love because it does the job and it doesn't really have any colour to it. So I will be just applying a small amount of that on my natural lips, so I won't be applying any lipstick or anything like that. Okay, so here we have the finished look. I've just gone to get changed and I popped one of these headbands on just to try and complete this look. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm just gonna get the picture up that I used just to see how well I've done. So obviously this is what she looked like, and obviously this is my sort of recreation. I'd like to think that obviously with it being the first attempt, I think I did a half decent job, but do let me know your thoughts, and yeah, let me know if you would like to see any other videos from me, and if you enjoyed this, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye guys.